The following presentation was prepared on behalf of the town of Greenville, Wisconsin, and is designed to provide public information on a proposed new fire and safety building for the town. The town of Greenville's fire and rescue services have a long and proud tradition of volunteer community service. The fire department's current facility was constructed in 1968. The town and department have grown to include 2 full-time professional firefighter responders, 50 volunteer firefighters, and 15 emergency medical responders. The town has undertaken various facility and operational studies since 2010. These studies' findings can be downloaded for review from the town's website. Most recently, the town has appointed a citizen-led Greenville Facilities Committee to review prior studies and to provide a recommendation to the town board relating to the facility needs of the community. Upon review of a citizen survey conducted in 2016, the Facilities Committee has recommended the town construct a new fire and safety building. The 2016 Citizen Survey provided the following recommendations to the Facilities Committee. 67% of residents rated fire protection and prevention services as the most important service provided by the town. 41% of residents ranked the fire and EMS station as the #1 priority over the town hall and public works facility. 59% of residents identified that a new fire and safety building, town hall, and public works facility should be handled as separate projects with separate timetables. And 96% of residents believe the currently owned location provides them with an appropriate response time. The following maps provide a review of a geospatial analysis conducted by the Greenville Facilities Committee. The following map shows the town of Greenville and the proposed location of the new fire and safety building, the northwest corner of State Highway 76 and Parkview Drive. It is shown with a red dot. Based on the proposed location, the average response time from the station is 2.98 minutes. The committee reviewed other location options and determined the response times were greater. The next favored location, on average, had a response time of 3.87 minutes. Additionally, the committee reviewed planned future growth areas. Based on the town's comprehensive plan, 80% of the town's future growth is going to appear in Tier 1. 16% of the town's future growth will appear in Tier 2, and the remainder, or 4%, of the town's future growth is going to appear in Tier 3. The proposed location will provide an effective response time now and into the future as the town grows. This map shows the following analysis. The heat map depicts where the highest calls for service are. This information is based on call volume data between 2012 and 2016. The pixelated areas depict the density of homes. Areas in red show higher density of population. Areas in blue or gray show lower densities. The proposed location is in close proximity to where the highest calls for service are and where the highest population density is found. The following will provide an overview of the needs analysis completed for the proposed fire and safety building. The current fire station has a number of deficiencies as noted by fire, EMS, and facility consultants RW Management and Martinson and Isley. Again, links to these studies can be found on the town's website. The following is a summary of noted deficiencies: decontamination areas, apparatus areas, turnout gear areas, proper training spaces, parking for responders, office, admin, and information technology, gender-specific support facilities, and future expansion opportunities. The following will provide an overview of why proper decontamination areas are important in a modern fire station. Cancer has caused 61% of firefighter line-of-duty deaths since 2002. Heart disease has caused 18% of line-of-duty deaths. The incidence of cancer and heart disease in firefighters has been linked to some of the toxins that collect on firefighters' turnout gear and self-contained breathing apparatus after fighting fires. The National Fire Protection Association standards state that fire departments should set aside an area in each fire station for the storage, cleaning, and disinfecting of emergency medical equipment. The room should be physically separated by 4 walls from other fire station areas, properly lighted, vented to the outside environment, and fitted with floor drains connected to a sanitary sewer system. The current fire station does not provide for proper decontamination areas. There is inadequate space to safely decontaminate personnel prior to returning home to their families. In addition, there is inadequate space to properly and efficiently maintain and decontaminate equipment, which adds to the overall cost of each incident, the potential of damaging this equipment, and endangering the safety of personnel. The proposed fire and safety building will have adequate areas for the storage, cleaning, and disinfecting of emergency equipment. The room will be physically separated by 4 walls from other fire station areas, properly lighted, vented to the outside environment, and fitted with floor drains connected to a sanitary sewer system. The following picture is an example of a properly sized and equipped decontamination maintenance area. The following picture is an example of an appropriately designed support facility and gender-specific restroom and locker room facilities for personnel. The following will provide an overview of why proper and appropriately designed apparatus areas are proposed. The current fire station was constructed in 1968. The following image was taken in 1969 and depicts the type of apparatus the current station was designed to house. Today's apparatus is significantly larger than in 1969. Today's fire and rescue apparatus are designed to be cross-functional and are a resource for a variety of fire and rescue-related incident types. Additionally, modern fire apparatus such as a quint or aerial ladder cannot be housed in the current station due to its size. The current station does not allow for drive-through access. Apparatus must be backed into the station. This is a dangerous situation as shown on the image to the left. Due to tight overhead apparatus bay openings, the operator must use a backer to assist in placing the apparatus back into the station. Due to lighting contrast, the operator cannot see the backer as they move the apparatus back into the station. In 2008, the Pulaski Tri-County Fire Chief was killed in the line of duty while operators attempted to back a tanker and other equipment into their station. The chief was hit by a backing vehicle and was crushed between an apparatus bay door and a parked tanker. The current station has limited ceiling heights. Firefighters work under low beams and moving ceiling fans to replace hose on an apparatus. Injuries have occurred as a result, costing the town in workers' compensation claims. The current station also has limited room in and around all apparatus. This increases response time and limits the ability to efficiently and effectively maintain apparatus in the station. This is another example of the current apparatus bay space. The inability to store and maintain all emergency vehicles under one roof decreases efficiency and has the potential to increase response times and safety risks. Furthermore, there is inadequate space for equipment readiness tasks. This is a picture of firefighters cleaning, drying, and replacing hose on apparatus after a structure fire. All hose and equipment must be cleaned, inspected, and placed back into service before using again. Due to limited space, this effort can take up to 5 hours. Appropriately sized and equipped maintenance areas can reduce this time to as little as 1 hour. As another example, hose testing and cleaning also must be done off-site due to space limitations. The proposed fire and safety building will be sized appropriately to account for drive-through apparatus bays, room to maintain and place back into service equipment and apparatus, a vehicle exhaust collection system, natural light to avoid lighting contrast while moving apparatus, centered trench drains to reduce falling risks, an in-floor heating system to dry the floor and provide an economical way to control indoor temperature. This is another example showing the proposed station's adequately sized apparatus bay space. The proposed station is also designed to house larger apparatus for future growth and level of service needs. In addition, the proposed station will provide adequate space for hose testing and cleaning. The following will provide an overview of why proper and appropriately designed turnout gear areas are proposed. Currently, there is inadequate space to appropriately and safely store, don, and doff personal protective equipment such as turnout gear. The proposed station would separate the turnout gear areas from the apparatus bay to ensure firefighters have the necessary space to don and doff and maintain their turnout gear without the risk of moving apparatus. The following will provide an overview of why proper and appropriately designed office, administration, training, and emergency operations areas are proposed. The current station has inadequate office and storage space for the day-to-day operations of a combination department. The proposed fire and safety building would separate office areas from storage and provide adequate and efficient offices to manage and administer a combination fire department. Firefighters are required to maintain their skills and knowledge. Each department is responsible for providing both classroom and tactical training opportunities. In-house department trainings are generally for low-risk, high-probability events. Firefighter certification training and non-routine training for high-risk, low-probability events are and will still be conducted at the Fox Valley Technical College. Additional training space is needed to maximize the efficiency and overall safety of operations for personnel and the public served. Due to inadequate training space, the department has to routinely move trucks and apparatus to accommodate some meetings and trainings. Pulling an engine out of service increases response times and risks. Additionally, there is inadequate space or technology for the implementation of an Emergency Operations Center, or EOC. Here is an example of an operating EOC. Apparatus must be moved out of the station, putting that apparatus at risk to severe weather-related incidents and other emergency situations. The proposed fire and safety building will feature a state-of-the-art training space, which can be used as an emergency operations center and for other town activities as well. The station has limited and unsafe areas for parking. Additionally, the station's location conflicts with the general public's use of the town's public yard waste facility. Furthermore, there is inadequate space for any future expansion potential of the facility or services provided. The following is an overview of the proposed fire and safety building. The proposed fire and safety building comprises of approximately 22,000 square feet. It has an adequately sized and appropriately designed apparatus bay, personnel and equipment support areas, training facilities, and office and administration areas. It is also designed for future expansion, and it is to be constructed for longevity, a lifespan of 50 to 75 years. This project does not include the following items. Does not include updates to the town hall or public works facilities, a basement or elevator, an antique truck bay or apparatus museum, or a firefighter clubhouse. The following image depicts the proposed fire and safety building floor plan. The area in blue shows the apparatus bay. It should be noted the apparatus bay is designed to house and equip all the currently owned apparatus and equipment for the department. It also provides areas for future growth and expansion. The area in pink shows the apparatus support areas, such as gear lockers for turnout gear, decontamination areas, and dirty restroom facilities for firefighters coming back from a fire scene. The area in purple is the training area as well as the Emergency Operations Center. The areas in yellow depict the administration and office areas for the department, and the areas in green and orange show future expansion opportunities as the town and department grow. The proposed site plan shown here provides for space for expansion, separated parking areas for first responders and firefighters, as well as a separate parking access area for the general public. The fire and safety building will be designed to be an attractive community asset, one that complements area aesthetics. Building materials like brick were selected to limit long-term maintenance needs, as well as to help ensure the continuity of emergency operations during significant weather-related events. The following is an overview of the proposed fire and safety building construction estimates and impacts to Greenville taxpayers. The proposed fire and safety building is estimated to cost between $6.2 to $6.7 million. Based on current construction costs, we are observing 3 to 6% annual inflation. The 2015 proposal was estimated to cost between $7.6 and $8.5 million. Significant changes in size and features were eliminated to reduce the cost of the proposed design without limiting the efficiency and effectiveness of the facility. The town board has resolved to ask voters to bond up to $6.5 million to construct and equip the new fire and safety building. The bond will be proposed for a 20-year amortization schedule. The estimated average tax rate over the 20-year period is roughly 25 cents per $1,000 of assessed value. The table shows the average annual tax impact for properties valued between $100,000 and $300,000. For a home valued at $200,000, the average annual tax impact is roughly $50, or $4.17 per month. The town of Greenville has the lowest municipal tax rate in the area for comparable towns, villages, and cities. Even with a successful referendum, the town's tax rate would still be the lowest in the area. The following referendum question will be presented to the voters at the August 14, 2018 partisan primary election. shall the town of Greenville, Outagamie County, Wisconsin, be authorized to issue, pursuant to Chapter 67 of the Wisconsin Statutes, general obligation bonds in the amount not to exceed $6.5 million for the public purpose of financing the constructing and equipping of a new fire and safety building. If the referendum is successful, the town board will call a special town meeting to approve the construction of the new fire and safety building. Upon successful approvals, the project will be completed as follows. Design and civil engineering will be completed between October of 2018 and January of 2019. Competitive bidding will occur in early 2019. Construction will begin shortly thereafter and will continue for approximately 12 months. The department would move into the new station in early 2020. The existing fire safety building will be used for a variety of other town purposes. Public Works, Parks, and Utility Operations will use the facility for additional office, equipment, and vehicle storage. Items like pickup trucks, lawnmowers, and other smaller equipment will be moved to the repurposed building. This will provide a more efficient use of space in the current Public Works garage. This concludes our presentation for a proposed new fire and safety building for the town of Greenville. For further information, please go to the town's website, www.townofgreenville.com, or contact the town's administrator, Joel Gregozeski, by email at joelg@townofgreenville.com.